the Constitution literally banned from the state capitol. On today's Defending Utah Television, I'm Ben McClintock from defendingutah.org. Make sure you don't miss another program by clicking on the subscribe button, click on that bell to get notifications. And after you see what we're going to show you today, you're going to want to join Defending Utah and become a member, become part of the solution, to start standing up for liberty and to stop these pieces of garbage, really, from doing what they're doing. So you can tell I'm a little bit hot under the collar on this one. It's next level crazy. The state legislature, Buckshot members, if you don't know what Buckshot is, go to our YouTube channel or our website and just search Buckshot, and you'll see what I'm talking about. As state legislators, as quote unquote elected officials, have literally banned the Constitution in the state capitol. These guys that swore to uphold and defend the Constitution have banned even just 3 words of the Constitution from being shown at the state capitol. So what am I taught? Surely it's not that crazy. You're overreacting, Ben. It would never be that bad. Well, let's go to the yesterday's committee hearing for House Bill 60, the bill that we've covered several times on vaccine passports and whatnot. And let's go to see what happened there. So this is the audio. We don't have video of from the state legislature on what happened, but we'll just play a little bit. You have the Senate, the committee chair of the Senate Revenue and Taxation Committee, who is Dan McKay, who was the sponsor of the horrific HB 60. Senate SB 54, the legislation that got rid of our caucus system. And he's the chair of the committee. He's the one that you're going to be hearing speaking in this condescending tone here. Let me make sure I'll edit this out. Is there audio when I play that?
So there are, just like there is in every American substitute. Before I go to the bill, might I ask, how many people are here and this is their first time they've been to a legislative committee? Okay, we got a few first new people. So there are, just like there is in everywhere you go, there are rules that we live by in society. Some of them are just don't be a jerk, right? And that rule, unfortunately, seems to get violated more.
And unfortunately, he's not even keeping his own rule. His condescending tone, he's being a complete jerk right here.
More frequently than not on the Capitol Hill. That being said, I'm going to ask you to first apply rule number 1, don't be a jerk. There are other rules that we have in our Senate committee, in our committee hearings that we have to abide by, and I want this to be clear so that there's no confusions. 1, we do not allow posters, we do not allow stickers, we do not allow outbursts or those kinds of things. We don't allow flag waving, we don't allow other kinds of protests, chants. We don't allow demonstrations of how you feel about the bill. The chair will allow you to flip him off, but please don't flip anyone else off on the committee, okay? I'm certainly fine with that. My understanding is that there are people in the room that are violating this rule at the moment. As a result, I am asked,
He had to be notified that somebody was breaking the rule. That obviously they weren't chanting. Obviously they weren't protesting. And if there was a sign, which there wasn't, clearly it wasn't distracting enough for him to even notice. He had to be told that there was something going on that was violating this mysterious rule. Continue on.
Going to recess this committee for about 5 minutes, painfully, while we wait for some who've decided that they don't want to follow those rules. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to ask for the committee to recess for 5 minutes while we come into compliance with the rules. At that point, once we've come into compliance with the rules, we will end the recess. So for that purpose, we are at recess for 5 minutes. Thank you.
So those 5 minutes are recorded on here, so I'm going to have to fast forward, and they don't make it easy to be able to get to the right spot. So I'm going to have to kind of fiddle around with this, but he really gets to be really snotty at certain points about what's going on. So we're going to see what exactly is going on in a second, but just want to fast forward a little bit. Here we go. Let's see. It's hard to tell what's going on. You don't have a lot of this.
Anyone else?
Saying anyone else, like, anyone else want to be an outburst and be dragged out? Because what we're not seeing with this audio is that somebody was actually removed from the committee. So we'll go up, see if you can see. We'll go through. This is the article. This guy's being dragged out by the highway patrol. What was his crime? What was his crime? It's pretty amazing, So actually what the crime was is he's wearing this shirt. They don't allow shirts with messages on them. You can't really make out, what does that shirt say? Surely if we have here Mike Kennedy offering him his jacket to cover up his offensive shirt, it must be something horrific, maybe some swear words or something, right? Well, we go through and I don't know if you can see here what the picture says, but his shirt says, "We the people." Literally the first 3 words of the preamble of the Constitution is what Senator McKay was so offended by, what he found to be so political, what he found to be so unacceptable to be in his committee hearing was somebody with a shirt that said, "We the people." And of course, the police, that so many people, they're the enforcers of the tyranny. If these guys, we're just doing our job, right? It's not anti-cop to call these guys out and say, look at them, they're violating the law because they're just following orders. They don't care about what the Constitution says. They don't care about what their oath says. They're just following orders, and they're arresting a guy. They're removing him from the room simply for wearing a T-shirt that says the first 3 words to the preamble of the United States Constitution. Now, this isn't video of this isn't available in any of the KSL and whatnot, or on the legislative website. But we find here on Rumble we have this account of what went down, so we can get some more information. You're being removed, he says. I complied with it because he had a sticker. The first offense was that he had a sticker. He had a tiny little sticker on his shirt that said, yes, on House Bill 60. Okay? Removed the sticker. Shouldn't have, in my opinion, but he was willing. He's like, I want to stay here, so I'm going to just take off my sticker, and surely my shirt that says "We the People" can't be considered offensive.
Sticker. My shirt is political as well. Okay, so come on.
His shirt's political, he says.
He is a living man. He is a living man who reserves his rights. He is a living man. He is a living man. He is a living man who reserves his rights.
I put the sticker away.
He put the sticker away. He says, come on, let's go. Your shirts are too offensive.
He reserves his rights.
I comply with his rule.
Rights to person, that's a violation of the 4th Amendment, First Amendment.
So now the cop's saying, you need to let them run their meeting, basically. I need to make sure that you let them run their meeting. As if him wearing that shirt, right? If you wear a shirt that says a Nike symbol, if you wear, something else with like a commercial logo, that's not going to be something that shuts down the meeting. But if you wear a shirt that says, "We the people," that's horribly offensive and needs to be shut down immediately.
This whole time, they've asked you to be removed.
Here's Mike Kennedy being so nice, offering to cover up his "We the People" shirt. Instead of calling out Dan McKay, Senator Kennedy here goes along with the program and offers his jacket to cover him up, pretending like he's being nice, but he's not being nice. He is going along with the program of covering up the Constitution, going along with this ridiculous, insane rule that says you're not allowed to wear a shirt that says 3 words on it from the Constitution.
I have to wear a jacket. He's a living man. He's a living man who reserves his rights.
This is McKay's lady. No,
And then we're going to be cited and other things. We're in a recess. The meeting
remember what he
is
did
disrupted.
yesterday?
That's right.
The 5 minutes is over.
Okay, your decision. It's recess right now.
It's
Do you
recess.
want to be arrested or do you want to leave?
Is it recess or not?
Do you want to be arrested for wearing a shirt?
Where is
You want to be arrested for a Constitution shirt?
That's your choice. You tell me.
You got criminals right there. 3 criminals. You got McKennedy and you got those 2 cops. Criminals.
You want to leave? Okay.
You already removed the stickers.
It's not against the law for women to show their breasts in public.
Are we not in recess?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we not for sure?
So you got 4 cops right there witnessing this criminal act, either engaging in it or witnessing it. People just filming instead of actually, standing up for what's going on, for like that man, standing up for the law. None of the senators saying anything. They're all supporting it.
Tyranny!
Why is he being arrested? He's doing. He did what he was asked. This is not America. They could have gone so.
I hope you went to sleep at night. This is evil and
We're all
wrong.
watching this. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. You guys holding up.
More officers coming in to enforce the tyranny.
I'm embarrassed by you.
Takes 6 cops to be able to control a man wearing a We the People shirt. Pretty pathetic.
freaking tyranny.
How dare you!
So that's the end of the video that we have that shows what happened there, and it's you can see it for yourself. Simply wearing a shirt that says 3 letters in the Constitution is now unacceptable to the tyrants at the state legislature. Nobody stood up against them. None of the other legislators said this is kind of ridiculous. Hey, leave this guy alone. He can wear a shirt with 3 non-swear words on it. Well, perhaps they are swear words to those in the legislature because clearly every day they violate their oath to that Constitution. So maybe he felt guilty when he saw those words and he wanted to cover up his shame by removing a person wearing that shirt. Going to the Capitol wearing shirts that say Nike or Adidas, that's, of course, highly, acceptable, and nobody's going to have a problem with that. But if you wear a shirt that says We the People, that's a problem. And this is something that we've been trying to show you for several years now, is that our legislators, they're not ignorant in what they're doing. They don't just need to be, they just, we get so many people saying, oh, they just need more information. They just don't understand what's going on. This illustrates perfectly what we've been saying, is that these people are criminals. They should be treated as such. They should be the ones that are being drug out by the Highway Patrol, but instead the Highway Patrol is enforcing the orders of the tyrants. You need to wake up and open your eyes to see that this is not an issue of, this is not a right versus left issue. This is the Republican committee that did this. This is not an ignorance issue. They all stood by and watched what happened and did nothing, supported it. This is what our Utah legislator, the great conservative, limited government, constitutional legislature, is doing right now to people. Simply, he didn't make a noise. He didn't make a ruckus. He was sitting there wearing it. He even took off the sticker. Little sticker saying yes on HB 60. Said, okay, I'll take that off. No, that's not enough. You cannot have the Constitution in the state legislature. How dare you show them what they're doing is illegal and point it out to the people. You need to understand what's going on, because if you don't understand what we're facing with these people in office, then we will continue to take actions that will continue to bring us what we have and what we've had for the past, several decades. Don't miss another report from Defending Utah by clicking on the subscribe button, clicking on the bell to get notifications. become a part of the solution, become a part of a movement that is working to change these things and restore lost liberty. Go defendingutah.org and become a member today. I'm Ben McClintock, and I'll see you next time.